Damn shame when a free agent linebacker got that linebacker that about this.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. Off we go here on Sunday Night Football.
I put the Coons
We'll
back
see
back
him
when he worked.
from his own end zone.
Put Hobbs back.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
And then that other boy, they ain't dope.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Well, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Plan, like you said.
All
right.
He's in the fifth.
All right.
McCarthy now going to start with a pass. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. Not able to stay in, he steps out of bounds, and that'll be a loss of a couple of yards on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings 1st down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Here comes the jet sweep. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A Brady quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. And
Snap the
he's gonna
ball.
have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it here with Jones. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Now, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. His first touchdown of the new campaign. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. That's a Steeler first down. On the ground, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 5. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This one down the field for Freiermuth. And he's in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is...
That is intercepted. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick six. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Open man downfield. It's Hopkinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 5-yard line.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Look at this. They'll go with the jet sweep. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's Brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the give, it's Johnson. He's to the 25, and he's going to have this one up near the 28.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take.
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Van Ginkel.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They look to run with Jones. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And now 3rd and goal coming up. Here's McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. To throw, it's McCarthy. And he'll take it on in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. He's going to run it. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. Now they'll set up to throw. He's across midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the deep.
No chance at all. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. Back to throw. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. They'll motion over Metcalf. Quick throw, taken in. And he's into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there is a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Higgins sent in motion. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
A give left side here for Johnson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. And he's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Steelers. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Moore going in motion. On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and ultimately...
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, there's one thing for sure, Mike, is you are not going to blame the protection up front. They had more than enough time provided to this quarterback to make a better throw, and I think he's just trying to force something that wasn't there, and the defense takes advantage of it.
They'll motion over Metcalf. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Austin brought in motion. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Wait a minute. A reverse. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. First and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. The Vikings are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Now it's Johnson. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Johnson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Another run here with Johnson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Catch left side is made by Higgins. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll motion over Metcalf. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Austin brought in motion. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. That's a 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one, taken in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion. With one timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A give, and here's Johnson. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. The clock will stop. 21 seconds to go in the game. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Penalty yardage moves them closer for this 3rd down attempt. It is 3rd and 4. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts.